It's bigger than you. Act like it. So we've been trying to cover how to stay consistent, how to build that consistency muscle, that follow through, that not do you just change for a little while, you actually change who you are fundamentally, how you show up, the choices you make, the way you act. So I've been doing a series on this to, well, give you the tools, because it is the biggest secret, the biggest key to, well, achieving phenomenal results is the ability to be consistent, the ability to show up no matter what. But it's also one of the hardest things to do. So I wanted to cover as many different things as possible, because we're going to find the one that tickles your brain. And this is one that I find very effective. And I use all the ones I'm offering here are all the ones that I use. I mix and match and utilize depending on where I'm at, where I'm feeling, all those kinds of things. But when you put it into the process of going, it's bigger than you, especially when we're talking health and fitness, and I say this one all the time, and it always gets someone's panties in a knot, always upsets the fucking snowflakes out there. But I firmly believe, just as a man, but especially as a father, it is your duty, your honor, and your obligation to be in the best possible shape you can be, because you just show up differently. But part of that is because this is bigger than me. I have a photo, and it's a collage of my two perfect babies and my wife. And underneath it says, it's bigger than you. Act like it. Because there are many, many fucking days, not just in working out, not making these decisions, but in work, in life in general, where I am fucking tired, where I don't want to borrow this, where I don't want to participate in doing these things. And I get them done anyway, because it's bigger than me. It is my duty, my honor, and my obligation to look after these things. And as I said, that statement about being in great shape often gets people riled up. It gets their knickers in a knot, and they want to get in my comment section and fucking yell at me about why it's not the case. But it is. Because, well, my wife is a stay-at-home mum. My kids, my wife, my clients, everyone in my world depends on me. They depend on me showing up. They depend on me doing the fucking work. Do you know what else depends on me? Me. So I need to look after this fucking meat suit that allows me to do that shit. I have a gym that I have run for 13 years. I have countless clients. I've been doing this for a very long time. But I work long days, I work long hours, and all I do basically is work, spend time with my wife and kids, and be as healthy as fucking possible. That's pretty much it. Oh, I give myself an hour a week to play basketball. But my priorities are my wife and kids, providing for my clients, and leading the best life I possibly can. I need to look after my health and fitness, so that has to be built in as a priority so that I can provide for others. This concept of, oh, you should sacrifice your health and everything for your children. Well, if you're not healthy, who the fuck is going to provide for them? You should be a provider and look after them and spend quality time. Again, if you're not fit and healthy, who the fuck is doing that? So you make it bigger than you. You make it about them. You make it about the people who love and adore you, about the people who believe in you, so that you can get it all done. I've been up since 5 a.m. And I'm not saying that you have to be up at 5 a.m. I'm just letting you know about me. Because all these people are like, oh, it must be nice when you're unemployed. No, motherfucker. I work real hard. I worked with lots of clients today. I made a sale. I sold a new client, got new people in. I worked out. I looked after my kids. I'm now going home to take my kids to jiu-jitsu because lo and behold, I have built my life, which means that I not only get to work hard, provide, change people's lives, but I also get to spend incredible quality time with my children every single day because this life is bigger than me. My duty is to be the best provider possible, to be the best father and husband possible. So I make damn sure I look after me so that I can do that for my family. I make damn sure that I am the best version of me for them. It's not about me, it's about them. So on the days I don't want to work out, on the days I don't feel like doing this, on the days that it would be really fucking easy to kick back with a pizza, a nice bottle of wine, or a glass of whiskey, just watch TV, I think about them. I think about the decisions I have to make for them. Because if we're being truly honest, I'm a fat kid. I would be the greatest fat ass under the sun. I would probably be an alcoholic and a drug addict too. I fucking love alcohol. I do. I love cocktails, I love wine, I love whiskey, I love mixing all the things, I love gin, I love vodka, I love it all. I thoroughly enjoy drugs. I love food. My wife is a pastry chef. I love all of those things. And I would, if I was a selfish prick, would love to indulge in those things all the time. I would enjoy nothing better than to just sedate the fuck out of myself and just give in to those needs. But it's not about me. And this is the thing that people don't understand, that they cannot wrap their head around, that this isn't about me, it's about my kids, it's about my wife, it's about my clients, it's about the people who love and adore me, it's about the people who need me to change their lives. This is why I do this. This is why I make the quote-unquote hard choices. But they're not hard, they're easy. It's only hard when you're thinking about yourself. It's only hard when you're a selfish prick. And I know that's a harsh way to term it, but I want you to have the paradigm shift. I want you to shift your thinking. And if you can go every time you're like, it'd be really easy today to do that and no one would fucking know. I want you to think about how selfish that choice is. Because if you can put in that terminology, it makes it a much greater barrier to entry to make that choice. You want to deter yourself as much as humanly possible from making the easy choices, from making the sedation choices, from making the choices that do not serve you. You want to make those choices to opt out and be a selfish prick. You want to make that the most disgusting option, and you want to keep adding it to it so it becomes a no-brainer not to choose those things. Because this isn't about me. As I said, everybody thinks that being in great shape is a selfish choice and you do it for your selfish reasons and your vanity. No, I do it to be the greatest father I can be. I do it to lead by example for my kids and for my family, for my clients, for all those who matter to me. Looking good, feeling good, having great energy, all that kind of stuff is a nice byproduct. But I have to look after me because I have people who depend on me. I actually had someone who commented that you should sacrifice your health for your children. What a fucking stupid ass statement. No, I would sacrifice everything for my children. And part of that means living for my children. It means making the right choices for my children. They're like, I would die for my children. And I would too. And that's a really big, bold statement. But that's a one moment act of courage. Would you live for your children? Would you show up as the greatest version of yourself? Would you remove the sedations and the distractions and the things that are derailing you from doing what is necessary? Would you? Would you give up that stuff so that you can be the best version of yourself for them? Because on a day-to-day basis, that's a much harder decision. That means you have to sacrifice easy and comfort for the things that truly, truly matter for your kids. I think that's a way, way better way to honor your children. Is to show up as the best version, to lead by example, to not do what is easy and comfortable, but to do what is hard but necessary. To be the best version you can be for them. That's a much better way to live your life. And I got the one the other day. What if you don't have kids? Do you have someone who loves you? Parents, family, friends, a wife, a girlfriend maybe. Do it for them. Oh, but I'm married. What difference does it make? Well, you're supposed to love them. And this is another one that messes with my fucking head. You love them. Here's a novel fucking idea. If you love them so much, if you love and adore your wife, your girlfriend, your partner, whatever you want to term it, maybe you should be the best version of you. And shock horror here, being in great fucking shape is part of that. You know, we get this thing about the dad bod or, being squidgy and things like that. No. You're normalizing being overweight. You're normalizing being unhealthy. You're normalizing not making the right decisions. And I can guarantee you that they will love you being fit, strong, and healthy. They will guarantee you that you are able to do the things that are necessary. I can guarantee you that they will love that you look after your health and fitness for the long term. And I can also promise you that if you are carrying extra weight, you are placing stress on your body. You are placing inflammation and stress on your body that is unnecessary. So be a fucking man and get into great shape. Be an adult and make the hard decisions. Be an adult and just choose what is right so that you can be in the best shape possible. And everything in your life will get better. And everything will show up better. And those who love and adore you will thank you for making the decision so that you can lead a strong, fit, healthy life. So that you can show up as the best version of yourself. So that you can show up with energy and focus and drive and not continue to sedate and neglect your body because it's easy and comfortable for you. So that you can stop being the selfish prick who's choosing your comfort and sedation over what those who love and adore you need and deserve. So shift your paradigm. Start thinking about them first and do what is necessary. Because I promise, if you start doing this, everything in your life will get better. And everybody in your life will thank you for it. But that's all I have for you. And I hope you take this seriously and you start demanding greatness of yourself. Until tomorrow.